All right. Hello, everybody. Zaxter99 back with yet another new indie game that just came out yesterday. Today is December the 6th. Brought to us by Fluffy Asteroid Studio. When we check on them, we see this is our first title on Steam. And asteroids, spaceship, aliens, lasers, what's not to like? The mission is to survive the vast nothing of space. So it shows a ship around here moving around, blasting asteroids. The exploding asteroids into smaller asteroids looks terrible in the video. But I figured it's worth a $1.99 to see if maybe we can have some fun. I mean, this is the first kind of game I made on Steam, by the way, is a asteroids type game called Rock and Roll. So let's go ahead and jump into the Nebula project, an early access title, and find out if it's worth your $2 or if it's just another failed attempt by one of the many hundreds or thousands of asteroid games on Steam. We'll be back to look at the Nebula project right after this. Zaxter 99. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Before we launch the game, I just want to go ahead and show you guys that this game says by the, and that's all it says here. So, the Steam page definitely looks borked. Hopefully, the game is not as borked as their store page here. So, this will be this game's first review, and by the looks of it, it might be the only review this game ever gets. I don't know. We're going to find out. Let's go ahead and launch it. When we launch the game, this is what we're getting. Okay, so start. I'm clicking on start, it does nothing. It doesn't say controller only game. Nowhere on here does it say it's controller only. So, yeah, there is that. So you should be able to use a mouse and keyboard. However, WASD does nothing. Arrow keys do nothing. I am clicked on the application. Z, C, 1, 2. The number keys do nothing. How do W and S not go through the options or up and down arrow buttons? None of my number keys do anything. What the hell? Start. A button. Nothing on the controller. Uh, okay, so I can use my left stick on the controller. So why does this game, if it's a controller only game, why doesn't it say controller only on the store page? That's misleading. Yeah, there's no way I can move through these options. Even clicking on one of these options with my left mouse button does nothing. Doesn't move my highlighted thing to it. So there's just no keyboard and mouse support at all. Okay, so let's go to the options here. Maybe we can turn it on, right? Hit the A button. No. X button. It just flashes. Y button. Does nothing. B button. Does nothing. R1. Nothing. R2. Nothing. L1. Nothing. L2. Nothing. So directional pad. Nothing. The only thing we can do is move the left stick. Right stick does nothing. Hit the start button? No, nothing. None of my controller, none of my controller buttons do anything. I don't understand, bro. How do I start the game? Can I come up here and start? Okay. It looks like either the X button or R1 did something. All right. Whoa, bro. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I collided with something. Where's my health? Max points reached. B. B is gas? Why would you... In a controller-only asteroids game, why would you ever turn B into your gas button? The B button? Or not the B button, sorry, X. Why is your X button the gas button? That makes no sense on a controller. Why would you not tie it to like your throttle, like your right throttle button, like any other game? So your B button is your gas button. You can turn with the left stick. And let me guess. Wait a minute. Okay, R1 is your fire button. There's no sound effects at all. Okay. This looks horrible. I mean, I like vector graphics, but the collisions here look horrible. Um, the way the asteroids break down into smaller rocks looks absolutely horrible. The fact that I don't have a health bar is terrible. Okay, this should not be on Steam. This is like somebody's experimental first asteroids game project. Um, Collisions aren't working properly. The controls are asinine, make no fucking sense for a game like this. Uh, Hang on. Okay, L1 shows you a radar, but this makes no sense, guys. No sense at all. Why are there no sound effects in the game? No sound effects at all. Terrible controls. No support at all on mouse and keyboard. Yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of effort put in here, but way too little to be asking any amount of money for in this game. This is just one of those games that typically would make somebody that's an Asteroids fan infuriated. Uh, Especially not having any mouse and keyboard control at all, no sound at all. The main menu here doesn't work. Like, even with a controller, no matter what I click on, I can't go into customization, leaderboards, options, or anything. So none of this stuff works at all. And can I even quit? No. The, I'm hitting the same button I hit before to start with the B button, and it's not quitting. But I think B button starts? No. R1 starts? How did I start before? Or maybe the X button? Maybe it's X button. The X button just flashes on options. I'm thinking it's the X button, just like the gas. Let's take a look. Can I quit with the X button? I can. Okay. So this game right here, guys, is absolutely terrible. This is a starting project. Somebody learning how to make an asteroids game, but it's like 10% complete. The controls aren't fleshed out. The controls aren't well thought out at all. Why do you have no control whatsoever? There's nothing I can do to move the highlighter up and down through the options with a mouse and keyboard. Mouse does nothing. Left click does nothing with a keyboard and mouse. The controller controls are absolutely abysmal. Half the stuff on the options you can't go into. You can't go into options. You can't go into leaderboards. None of that stuff is actually in the game, and they don't show leaderboards as being in the game either. And early access is no excuse for a game this broken and this early in development. Yeah, I have no faith that this developer knows how to code this game correctly or finish this project. I mean, it is called the Nebula project, but to ask any amount of money for this is, yeah, it's asinine. Yeah, it's as asinine as making a game that doesn't say controller only here, that you can only play with a controller. And then even then, the controller controls are completely borked up, and none of the options that you on the main screen, on the welcome screen, work. Not only that, the game has absolutely no sound whatsoever. To this developer, what the hell are you thinking, man? Are you trying to get on my miss list? Because there's just so little effort put in here, and it's way too early to be asking money for. This game makes yet another miss video, guys. This is a game that would infuriate just about anybody trying to play it. So that's what it is, guys. Yet another miss video. This has been Zaxter99, and of course, a refund. I'm not giving this developer my $2 for a game that it looks like he spent 20 minutes time working on. It's completely uh, unfleshed out. Looks very early in development. Like I'm talking about first A development. There's nothing else in the game besides the vector asteroids that all look the same, different colors and stuff like that. But there's no pickups. There's no items to pick up. There's no power ups. There's no enemies. Just terrible. All right, guys. Let me know what you think of the Nebula project. The link will be down below. This has been Zax39. Boy, what a bad start to my day with this absolute pile of broken crap. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.